Hello and welcome back to Anne's Stitch Collective, and this time we're going to focus on the back stitch. So we're going to look at a basic back stitch, and then we're going to look at a back stitch as a foundation for weaving and wrapping. Okay, let's get started. So get my thread with a little knot at the end. So to create a back stitch, it's basically, as it sort of says, we're going to go back on ourselves. So I'm going to head in this direction, but I'm going to go back. So I've come out here, I'm going to go back about 1/2 centimetre and then on 1/2 centimetre. Okay, so my thread's come out here, I've gone in here and out there. Pull your thread through, and then to do our back stitch, I'm now going to go back to the end of that stitch and on to the next one. So I'm going to go back down here and on to the next one. So a back stitch is a really nice stitch to give you a solid stitched line. And again, a little bit like the running stitch, whoops, you could do this in parallel lines. If you've got a shape that you're following, it's a really nice one to follow a shape. It meanders. But the other thing it is as well, it's there for, is it can be a really good foundation stitch for another colour, another thread. So here we have our basic back stitch. So we're always basically coming up here, going back, needle goes in where the last stitch was, come up a little bit further on and pull it through, and that creates our back stitch. So we'll just start another line here. So we always go back and then on one. Back down the hole, the previous stitch, and up the next one. Back down the previous hole and up the next one. Back down the previous hole, up the next one. Just keep going. So like I say, there's two different things then. Well, there's more than this, because you can do all sorts of stitches onto a back stitch, but just for this demonstration purpose I'm going to cover two techniques. Okay. Oops. There we go. Right. So I'm going to add another colour in. So when I come to finish things off on the back, try not to get in a knot as I'm doing it, flip it over, and if there's no fabric really to go through because you don't want it to be seen on the other side, I tend to go around one of the stitches and create a loop, and then just go through it with my needle and just give it a little tug, and it'll create a little knot on the back. So I've got a different coloured thread, so I'm going to come on here with my red thread. So the first one that I'm going to do is I'm going to weave in and out. So we start right at the beginning here. I'm just going to bring my thread up. I'm going to flip my needle round the wrong way and use the eye of my needle. The reason that I'm going to do this is if I use the point of my needle, you can catch the thread or the fabric, and these two stitches are on the surface. We're not going to go back through the fabric again until we've finished. So for weaving, we're just going to go from the bottom to the top, and then on the next stitch go from the top to the bottom. You don't want to pull your tension too tight because we want to be able to see these little weaving bits from the bottom to the top, and then from the top to the bottom, bottom to the top, to the bottom. So that's our woven stitch. So there we have our woven. So that's just going backwards and forwards. And then to wrap it, we're always coming from the same side. So I'm going to go from the top to the bottom. Top to the bottom. Top to the bottom. Top to the bottom. And this one sort of creates like a rope effect. Top to the bottom. Something caught in there. There we go. So there we have our back stitch. So we've got just a plain back stitch here. There we've got a woven, so we're weaving in and out, and this one we are wrapping. So there you go, a back stitch and two alternatives.